Hello everyone. So in today's video, let's discuss about the second part of our GraphQL series. As you have seen in the first video, I've talked about the introduction of GraphQL. So in today's video, I'll discuss about how we can create our own uh, query language for the GraphQL. And in the next video, I'll talk about the mutation. So as you know, GraphQL is divided into two parts, the query and the mutation. So today we'll cover the query part, and in the next video, I'll cover about the mutation topic. And before starting of the video, uh, I would like to thank all of you because now MageDigest has reached 500 subscribers. I would not call it a subscriber count. I would rather say it's a 500 member family. So I thank you all of you who have subscribed to my channel and given so many loves to it. So I wish that in the near future I would be uploading like some really good videos for you guys, so that like what I have done in the past I can carry it to the future. So yeah, so that's it for the part. So without any further ado, let's get started. So let me go to this browser, yeah, in the Chrome extension. So what I did as a query GraphQL, um, I am I created one query where the particular query will give me the item list that the particular customer has purchased. So the name of this particular query I have named as the customer last purchase, and this is the name of the query. And the input argument is the email, where you have to give the email of the particular customer, and in the output you can get the name of the product and the SKU. Okay, fine. So uh, so when you start, as you know, you have to set the endpoint, that is the GraphQL. Once you do that, you will get your query. If it is properly implemented, you will get the query over here in the query list. Let me click on this. Yeah, so these are the two things, query and mutation. Today we are covering about the query. So click on query. If all goes well, your particular GraphQL query will appear over here in this particular list. So as you can see, customer last purchase, it is there. Input argument, if I click on it, it says the arguments are email, that you have to give the customer email, and the output is it will give the name of the product and the SKU of the product. Cool. So this is the particular structure of this particular query. So you have to build it like this. So let me give one email ID. Let's say Akash Banerjee at the rate yokemail.com. Okay, sorry. So this is the email, and this is the name of the product and the SKU of the product that the particular customer has purchased. This is the last purchased item by this customer. So let's see what happens when we click on this. So if I click on it, so it is returning me certain items, that is the name and the SKU, that this particular guy Akash Banerjee, he has purchased a custom bag and just duffel bag. Okay, so let me go to the Magento admin, go to sales orders. So over here we will find that this is the last purchase, that is on 7th of October. If I click on it, yeah, Akash Banerjee at the rate yopmail.com. So this is the last order, and he has purchased the same custom bag and the Joe's duffel bag. Correct? This is what we are seeing over here in this particular query as well. Fine. So our query is working fine. Now what I will do, I'll simply give some erroneous email ID. Let's say what I did previously. Let's say I've given this particular email ID. So if I click on execute it, it is not returning me any values. Correct? So this is fine. What will happen if I'm giving an incorrect email ID, that does not exist actually, some invalid email. I have removed the at the rate, and I'm clicking on the execute button. It is saying me email must be valid. So there's an email validator. I'll show you in the code. What happens if I remove the particular email? Correct. Now I execute it. It is giving me the error, that is the email must be specified. So all this validation I have put out in the code. Fine. So this is the query part of it. Now let me move away to the PHP store. Correct. So this is the main name source. Okay, this is the module name, demo GraphQL, and over here in the etc folder, as you know, we have the schema.graphql.qs. Over here we define our API structure. So currently we are creating a new query. As you can see, I have also created a mutation. This I will discuss in the next video, otherwise this video will be very long. And so query is there, customer last purchase. I've given the email as the input argument, and a document description, that is a provide customer email that you just saw in the GraphQL extension. And this is the output, that is the customer last purchase output. Okay, so last purchase output looks like the SKU and the name, which are in string format. The resolver class, it is residing in this last purchase class, and the certain document description that I given, that it will show the customer last purchase title. Fine. Now we'll go to the resolver class. Resolver means model resolver last purchase, model resolver last purchase. Okay, fine. So this is the last purchase class, and over here I've used in my constructor, if you see, I've used the customer order and the email validator. So email validator, as you have seen, it is validating the email ID if it is valid or not. Okay, it will give me the error. Yeah, so this is the customer order and the email validator. And apart from that, if you see, there's the resolve, this function is there, and over here if you see that I am doing the validation. Okay, so resolver, as I've already told, it is a system which takes in the input, does all the functionality, gives you the output. So the whole logic you do not implement over here. It is just a system which is taking the input. Okay, the whole logic implementation is done in another class. So if you see, I have taken the input. If it is not getting any email, it is giving me the email must be specified. If it is a wrong email ID, that is a validation fail, it will give me email must be valid. Over here, if everything passes over here from these two checks, it will come over here, that is the last order items. So where it is going to the customer order, and it is hitting this particular method called get latest order. And what is the argument? That is the email of the customer. And if there is any error, it will go into the exception. Fine. If there is no such error, this particular last order items will be returned to my output. Fine. Now let us go to the customer order. Fine. So where is this customer order? Customer order class is residing over here, that is demo GraphQL model customer order. Okay, demo GraphQL model customer order.php. Fine. So this is the class where you are implementing the whole logic over here. I have used the order factory and order collection factory. So over here what I am doing, I am using, this is the get latest order. So this is the method which is getting executed, get latest order. I am passing the email argument and receiving the email. What I am doing, I am doing a collection factory. Fine. So this is pretty much simple. I think I don't have to explain much of it, since you guys are already handling all this functionality. So over here what we are doing, we are taking the email ID of the customer, using it over here, adding it as a filter using the customer email, and I am setting the order, that is the created at and in a descending order. Okay, so the last created date will be coming at the first, and I'm fetching the first item. Fine. Result is an array format, empty array. Once I get the order collection, what I'm doing, I'm creating order factory, and then I'm loading it using the get increment ID. See, this is the way I have implemented. So there is no such hard and fast rule that will be implementing in this way only. You can implement your own way. Okay, so order factory I've given. Over here I'm just loading it using the increment ID. Over here I'm getting all the items, and this particular for each loop I'm injecting into the result array using the name and the SKU, and the same I'm returning over here. Now this particular result is coming in this particular last order items, and the same I am returning. Fine. So this is the all the overall functionality for the GraphQL query part. So in the next video I'll discuss about the mutation part as well. So actually there's a series. This is the second part, and the last part would be the mutation. Okay. So I believe I am able to understand how you can create your custom GraphQL. This is a pretty simple example that I've just put forward. You just can work on it and implement your own logic over here. So I think you have got the whole logic, and if there is any confusion or any questions, just comment down below. I'll definitely get back to it. And if you have any suggestions, that is also welcome. And I hope if you have liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to my channel. And yes, and don't forget to hit the bell icon as well. Fine. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.